Alright guys, 2 videos in one day since I'm in the mood. Here's a video about all the signed stuff that's in the Barcade here. Starting in this corner, I went to go see Carl Palmer play not too long ago. He was with John Lodge of the Moody Blues and a different version of Asia and a different version of Yes. It was like a 4-hour concert. I just chilled on the grass. But after Asia's performance, Carl Palmer was doing a signing, and I got him to sign this drum head. So you could actually put this on a drum if you wanted to. The drum head was $50. I thought it was cool for $50 before I knew he was doing a signing. Once I knew he was doing a signing, I was like, okay, I'm getting it. Hell with it. And it's going on the wall. So Emerson and Lake are no longer with us, but Palmer, he's still a beast, especially for his age on the drums. So I got that signed. I've always been a fan since the 80s of ELP. Then coming around, I actually had to make notes because I got so much crap signed. I didn't want to miss anything. I went to Las Vegas about 3 years ago and saw Pat Benatar in the lobby. They were selling t-shirts and DVDs and CDs and stuff, and I asked them how much this signed DVD was, and the woman said $20. And I know that was probably the price for regular DVDs, not the signed ones, and she was making a mistake. But I took advantage of the situation to grab it for $20, because it's got to be, with both signatures, that's probably a $50 to $75 item. So that was cool. And I framed it. I never really play it. You can find clips of it on YouTube if you really want to see it. And in 1990, I met Alice Cooper in his tour bus. I was 20 years old drinking a beer, underage drinking a beer with Alice Cooper, and got him to sign that. And I used to not show the picture. I have a picture of me and him from back then. I was a confused 19-year-old. I was looking for a style, and this was not it. I tell people, here it is. I tell people, oh, I'm being caught in the spider web. See how I have a spider there hanging over Alice. If you are next to Alice Cooper and you're the scary one, then there's a problem. Yeah, I look like a serial killer. Like I said, I used to not show anyone that, but now I'm over it. Up here about 2 years ago, I saw when Nancy Wilson and Ann Wilson were no longer talking to one another. They recently made up. Nancy Wilson formed this other band called Roadcase Royale, and they performed at a record store down the street from me. And I got my picture taken with Nancy Wilson, and I got the whole band to sign the CD. So that was pretty cool. I actually almost walked in on Nancy Wilson using the bathroom. Her security had to stop me. I didn't know she was in there because the bathroom door's always shut. So I just started walking in there and they stopped me. So I used the bathroom after Nancy Wilson. I can always say that. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Up here, there's a ticket right there if you can see it. I had the lead singer of Monster Magnet sign it. It was a long story how I got backstage, but I got left behind. My ride left me that night, and I had no way home, and I ended up backstage with Monster Magnet. And then over here, above the arcade machines, I have movies and stuff. Here in the middle is kind of arcade stuff, but I got movies there. And this is my little Army of Darkness Evil Dead corner. And I've been a fan of Evil Dead series since the 80s. The first VHS tape I ever bought was Evil Dead 2. But up here, let me see if I can zoom. I had a buddy of mine who was working Comic-Con here in Columbus, Ohio, and he was doing security, and I gave him my Army of Darkness comic book, and he had Bruce Campbell sign it. You can see it says "Stay Groovy" there. And he puts Ash there, his character name, underneath his name, which is kind of cool. So I got that in a frame up there. That there underneath is a DVD that looks like the Book of the Dead. And from there, here comes I live in Columbus, but I'm a transplant almost 20 years ago now. I'm originally from Pittsburgh, so I'm a big Penguins fan, Steelers fan, Pirates fan. Here's a signed photo of Mario Lemieux. And go this way and above. Here's my championship hats. I keep them like trophies, as if I actually won the championship. I didn't do anything but drink beer and watch the games. There's the 70s defensive line, all signed there. 4 signatures. You can see who's there. God, I forget now. It's been so long since I've been able to see it. Joe Green, Dwight White, Ernie Holmes, Elsie Greenwood. Yeah. Like I said, I'm running out of room, so things are getting covered up. Here's a Jaromir Jagr signed puck, and I also have a Jaromir Jagr signed. It's starting to fade. Rookie card. Here's a helmet. I got to meet the Steelers in 2007. A lot of Steelers team on my birthday. Got to hang out with them, play video games with them, and shuffleboard or whatever. And I brought this, and there's signatures on the back too. There. And underneath here, there's a CD by this doom metal band called Yob. I had the lead singer sign the CD. That was about 2 or 3 months ago. There's a little place here in Columbus, Ohio called Ace of Cups, and they get some cool bands in there. Probably holds about, 700 people in there, and after the show, bands will hang out and sign things for you. So I have a lot of albums signed that I'll get to. Let's see. There's nothing signed over here. A lot of Star Wars. I wish I had Star Wars or Star Trek stuff signed, but I do not. Again, when I saw Carl Palmer, his guitarist, who he takes on the road with him for the last, 5-6 years, I had him sign this shirt here. He has no keyboardist, which is really weird since ELP was known for their keyboard playing and by Keith Emerson, but he does all the keyboard parts on the guitar. And another t-shirt I got signed was this band. They had a big hit about 10 years ago called Sometime Around Midnight, and I had each starting to fade. Some of these are really starting to fade. I've never worn this shirt, and it's still fading, but I had them signed by their silhouettes. And these I got mostly I think I got them all at Ace of Cups. A band called Earthlist album. After the show, they signed it. Windhand. A lot of these are doom metal, stoner metal. Had the lead singer, she signed it right there. Truck Fighters, which is a desert rock band. If you don't know what desert rock is, go ahead and Google that. I had 2 of the guys from the band sign it there. Satyrs. I didn't know anything about them going in, but I dug them, so I bought the album and had them sign it. They're kind of like a MC5 kind of band, punkish rock. Iron Reagan had the lead singer sign it there. Child Bite, another band I didn't know anything about. They opened up. They're really intense. I had a couple of the guys sign it there. And that's it. CDs over here. I met Murder by Death, another indie rock band, a few times. They're really cool people. And I had them sign the CD. And those are part of the 400 disc player. So, I don't think I'm missing anything. I mean, a lot of my signatures, there's some cool sports ones. I love the Army of Darkness Bruce Campbell one signed. When it comes to bands, I mean, Alice Cooper, Pat Benatar are the big names. Everything else, you know, are lesser known bands, but bands that I still like and adore. So, all right, guys. I will try to make a video sometime soon about these machines and how I acquired them and all that jazz. All right, until then, bye, guys.